So I'm going to be going through my collection because it showcases sort of how my collecting has changed over the years, and there are a lot of mistakes I made and different ideas for the future. So I thought I'd show that off. Now I want to get this one out of the way because I've showcased it quite a few times, but this is my favorite coin by far, the MS67 Morgan 1881S. Not expensive as Mint State 67s go, but very nice coin. I was very happy to get my hands on it, and I bought it for decently cheap. I didn't pay a very large premium for it, but definitely my nicest coins, and I've showed it so many times that I thought I'd get that out of the way first. So starting with this side, not really in any particular order, I have this large cent, these two coins, this and this $half that's coming up next. These are both, I like the circulated coins with the original toning, no problems. I don't, it's hard to describe what I like about these, but I like these type coins that they have the original wear to them. So there's that one, very nice large cent. Here's this one. Look at that original toning. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I want to make a collection out of these, just a lot of type coins with similar grades. Yeah, so that's that. Here's my only double eagle. Look at that. MS62. I would have liked to get it in a higher grade, but 62 is all right. Look at that. Beautiful. I traded an ounce for this. I think that's what I did. It doesn't. The reason why I don't like this as much as my 67 is because it doesn't have as much numismatic value. So I don't know. It's mostly gold weight to me. Here we go. This is a pretty cool piece. I bought this for half of its value. So I bought this one, and there was another one in the exact same grade, basically same condition. They looked basically the same. Oops, I forgot it doesn't have the flip. They seem basically the same to me. Here, let me get a good zoom. They looked the same. They were both El Cazador, whatever it is. And I bought this for 150 bucks, and we sold the other one on eBay for 300. And that was bids, so that was a very accurate description of what its value was. So this is, I would say, worth 300 bucks now. That was pretty cool. Here we go. Look at this. 1898 V nickel. Now, why I like this is it doesn't have that just toning, corrosion, color, whatever it's called, that most V nickels have. None of them look like, rarely do you find one looking just like, it almost looks like just how silver is, just no problems on it. It hasn't done that corrosion or whatever nickel does over the time. But oops, it's cold up here, so just look at that. Only MS61, but I mean, in this condition, it's just beautiful. It's such a small coin. I mean, it's very hard to see any of the problems that are on it. Beautiful. Let's see what we got next. Oh, look at this. Nice $half. I paid way too much for this. Bought it at a coin show. But it's just beautiful. This was probably one of my dumber buys, especially because I don't really care about it now. I don't remember what I paid, but I know I paid way too much for it. 1930 S, Standing Liberty Quarter, MS65. It's really cold up here. Look at that. Just beautiful toning. Definitely a nice coin. Alright, here's something that's kind of cool. I got these. I kind of made my own set out of these. This is the type of stuff that I love. This is like the what I would like to do is get them all in the same grade, same year, but this will do for now for my purposes. And I would like them either to all have stickers or all not to have stickers. I don't like having two with stickers. One's kind of chipped. It's kind of boring. But it's kind of like my type coin set, sort of like how nowadays like we have the barbers and that type stuff. I just like these. And peace dollars, I always like to make sure I have them in this like blast white condition. I really don't like the yellowy tint that most of them have. Even in nicer grades, though, they can have that yellowy tint, and it just, I don't know, it takes away from the coin for me. There's a nice Walking Liberty have. I have two others in the exact same condition, but this one has the least amount of cover, and color, and it's in an NGC case, so it kind of fits the set. Got a Mercury dime. This one's 66. 1943 Mercury dime and MS66. Just a cool kind of idea of it's like a typeset for me. I really like that. Someday I'll make it better, but that'll do for now. All right, what do we got next? Oh, the Barber quarter. These are my favorite coins by far. The Barber quarters. Half dollars and dimes are cool, but half dollars are kind of big, and the dimes are kind of small. I just love quarters. Look at that, though. I want to get one of these blast white, sort of like the I don't know, like the peace dollar that I just showed. That type of blast white, even though it's very difficult to find them that way. Beautiful. All right, there's a reverse. Just beautiful. I bought this from a decent price. I bought this from a dealer I've been following for a while, Kusha Collectibles. Bought it from Drew. It's a nice coin. 1880. This is my nicest toned coin. I have two toned Morgans, but the first one I bought was kind of crappy. I just bought it because it was the first toned Morgan I'd ever seen. But MS65, not a bad grade. Beautiful toning. Now look at the reverse. Make sure it's clean. Look at that. Got that rainbow toning. Just beautiful. Very happy with getting it MS65. Very happy with that. All right, what do we got next? Oh, this starts my Carson Cities. So this is one that we thought was going to grade better. We sent it in. It came back 63, and we were pretty disappointed. Now that I look at it, and now that I've gotten better at grading, I can tell that it's definitely a 63. But it's got very little bag marks. I mean, if you look at the surfaces of that coin, there's very little. There's a tiny bit on the cheek, a tiny bit over here. Just beautiful. It has some toning there. I like the blast white more. I'd rather it either toned or not toned. I'd like the coin fully toned or not toned at all. Let's say that. But almost no back marks on the reverse. There's like some by the wings a little bit, right in the middle on the top. Above the In God We Trust. There's one there, a little color spot right below it. Beautiful coin. Here's one just in a crappy holder. I actually put it in backwards. But still very cool. Carson City. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was, I think I bought it at 63 or 62 conditions, so I did all right. And it has very little bag marks. Just like the last one, it's very crappy strike, very weak strike, but no bag marks, which is beautiful. I kind of like it, actually. I like this. It's an interesting, having a very weak strike, but no bag marks. It has this beautiful, like, blast white appearance. It's not the same when it has more of the, I don't know. I just like it. It's an interesting feel to me. There's another one. 1883 Carson City. MS64. Definitely a better strike on this, but there's a friggin' scratch on the cheek. Let me see if I can show it. Look at that. That's too bad. Back then, when I bought these, I was not paying attention to scratches or anything. I just paid attention to the grade, basically. Now I pay attention to scratches a lot more. Still a beautiful coin, though. Very little bag marks. Here's a 62. MS62, 1878 Carson City. Very happy I have this. I mean, first year, Carson City is beautiful. It's just cool to have. Lots of bag marks. Weak strike. Not as many bag marks as it probably could have had, but just beautiful. Definitely, I mean, if you look at the eagle, it's definitely got a weak strike. Carson City nonetheless. The next container has very few coins in it, but it's got a couple interesting ones. Here we go. Waffle canceled quarter. Just thought it was interesting. This is like, I don't know, $10, $15, $20 coin. Nothing crazy. It's just very interesting. It's funny. These never should have been out, but somehow it made it out. I'm very happy about it. I don't know how they grade it. Oh yeah, brilliant uncirculated. Okay, so that makes sense. I was going to say. This one is one that I'm keeping just because, I mean, it's AU detail, but you can't really see. It's one of those coins where you can't see that it was cleaned. Like, you'd have to look really, really hard. And it's got some interesting toning on it. That's why I bought it. Just a nice buffalo nickel. Definitely interesting toning. You can't even really see the cleaning. It's I don't know. So I'm going to be keeping that. I have a lot of coins I'm getting rid of. Most of these I'm going to be getting rid of at some point. Here you go. This is an interesting coin. 1651 half thaler. This was a part of a very large collection of German, mostly German states. There are a couple different other coins, but mostly German states. 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and even some in 1500s. A lot of crazy coins. Some coins they were the only ones graded by PCGS or NGC. So a lot of interesting stuff came out of that. It was a huge collection. We're not even sure how they got it, but yeah, I had to get something for myself, and this was pretty cheap. So I yoinked that. Let's see what we got next. Oh, here we go. This one's kind of cool. This is my first toned coins. The obverse, obviously. Blast white. Look at that. Very mid toning. But I mean, it's pretty. It's got some nice color. I like the color, but I wish there was more. It's kind of unappealing. Especially now. Now that I look at it, it's very unappealing. Probably going to be getting rid of that. It's only MS63, kind of a meh coin. I kind of bought this just because it was in another soapbox holder. I didn't even buy it for the coin. I just saw what the price was. Saw that he was selling it. We were selling it at the coin shop for cheaper than what I thought a soapbox holder would be worth, so I just bought it. Probably hold on to it for a little bit. It's decent, but I mean, if you look, it's got that unappealing, just brown toning. It's kind of gross. That was kind of a stupid buy. A lot of these coins were a stupid buy. Here we go. The gold piece. $2.50 gold piece. MS61. Very decent coin. Nothing wrong with it. But, I don't know, 61. Not a very nice grade. Not a very nice grade at all. 1928. Nothing special. I just bought it because why not? Here is how it all started. These are all just mainly blast white. Not even all of them are blast white, but most of them are all of them are untoned, let's say that. Just mint state, average date, Morgan silver dollars. None of these are key dates. They're very common. Most of them are in 64, I think. There's a lot of 63, 63 plus. There's another 63. I didn't even pay attention to the date when I bought these. I pay attention. I was very new, so I just bought them. I kind of thought I liked them. Every time I saw one of these, I just was like in awe with how beautiful it is. I mean, if you look at that, it's just, for somebody who's new to the coin collecting scene, just seeing that is just beautiful. Uncirculated. Oh. So I just bought these on autopilot, basically. Whenever they showed up, we had a bunch of them. Look at that. And some of them have whatever that sticker. I don't think that adds any value. Littleton Select. Why couldn't it have been a CAC? A lot of nice coins. I mean, they're all just... They're cheap. They all went down, too, after I bought them, which is hilarious. But, whatever. I'm happy with these. Here's a 65. Bought this. This is more of an investment grade, if you can consider it. I mean, because now it's BU. But it's kind of a, I don't know, nothing special. It's not really all that blast white. Whatever. This came out of a, I went through somebody's collection, a friend of mine, who did estate cleanouts for a very, very long time. And they had amassed a lot of coins, so I went through them. They own an antique shop. I priced them for them. I helped them sell them, and then in the process, I got to buy some, and this was one of them. Decent 65. I looked for one of the more decent ones. I didn't even have a loop with me. Or I did, but I didn't use it. I just looked for one with the, I can't remember what it's called. The lines. Bokeh or whatever it is. No, that's camera. I don't know. Whatever. Thought it was pretty. All these are basically, at this point, the only reason I keep these is because I like having the silver value plus numismatic value with it. And they're all certified. They're all in holders. They're all very uniform. It's very stackable. Very easily stackable. So I just think getting rid of them would be a waste of time. So I'm going to keep those. Keep filling this up maybe. Probably not. Now here's a bunch of crappy coins that I want to get rid of. Well, these aren't actually that crappy. These were out of a really cool Morgan Dollar collection. The guy was hand picking them back when you still could out of the banks. And he just picked the ones that looked pretty. So we bought those. They weren't very nice. I mean, I don't think any of them got above 65, so I mean, who really cares at that point? But there are a bunch of them. They were nice-ish. Mainly, these I'm going to probably be getting rid of. These I don't like because they're not PCGS. I just like it with my Morgans. I like to keep them uniform, so I don't know. Got some nice Walking Liberties. Walking Liberty halves. I'm at 65. BU. They're basically the same, just different years. Just bought these on autopilot. They're cool. Probably keep them around. Here we go. These are kind of neat. This is kind of neat because it's an S and it's got a very proof-like obverse. Maybe not this one. That one looks more regular, but this one looks like it's got a proof-like obverse. It's hard to tell. I've done a video on this before, but a lot of the S's just kind of look proof-like to me. The obverse or the reverse. If you look at around the letters, it kind of folds around them like a mirror. The light does. I don't know. Probably keep that around as well. This thing I'm going to be getting rid of. If you look, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it's just kind of gross. Look at it's. I don't know. I think MS-70 would take all of that stuff off, but I don't think it's worth breaking out. Actually, it might be. I don't know. We'll see. That's probably a bad idea. That's probably why I haven't done it yet. Just kind of, I don't know, very unappealing color. It's not blast white. I don't know. Whatever. Here's an interesting coin. This almost doesn't look silver to me. It's a lot better in person. It's a lot easier to explain, but it just has the look sort of like the V-nickel. It almost looks not silver. Heck, it could be. It's not in a SEGS. That's not a real company, so whatever. If it is, though, if that is real, I think a 61 would be a perfectly fine grade for that. 60, 61, 62. It's got a decent strike. A lot of bag marks. I can't tell if there's any wear just with me right now. Garbage coin, don't know why I bought it. Here we go. This was a stupid buy. Bought this online, didn't even realize there were spots. It was on an auction. So, whatever. I didn't pay a lot for them. I'll make my money back most likely. But this one's a little bit less worse, but it's still got bag marks and little spots and whatever. It's an unappealing coin. At least in person it is. I have ones that are way more appealing that I think I have in the shop. Probably going to put that on eBay. Nobody's going to buy that in the shop, so we'll see. Now that is my whole collection of graded coins. Now I did say that I have a lot of random, whatever, not slabbed coins, but they're not very cool. There's a couple interesting ones. Let me show the one interesting one. 1917 Type 1. It's a titty coin! Bought it because of that fact alone. Thought it was funny and cool. Kind of wanted one of these, but I don't know. It's AU. I think I paid it, or XF or AU, and I paid that much, so whatever. Thank you so much to anybody who actually stayed all the way to the end. I know everything after an MS-67 Morgan is pretty lame, but yeah, I appreciate it, and I hope you guys got something out of this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.